going on? It's Reflix66 again, coming back with another loot guide. Today we're doing a loot guide for Interchange, playing as a scav or pistoling. This is a high risk run. I'm going over the route that I take inside of Interchange. Here's the map, kind of showing from extract to extract which way you can go through here. It's very convoluted. There'll be an imagery link in the description. But we're gonna run straight in. I know that I'm not going over the loot caches outside, and I'm probably gonna miss some areas as I'm running through here. Anything you guys see that I miss, throw it in the comments. Be as helpful as possible, but I don't want to argue with everybody. So first things first, there's some gym bags and stuff down here at the bottom of Idea. Check those bags out. If you're coming in as a PMC, always watch right here when you first walk in, because there's scavs that spawn out here. They can spawn underneath the little area back there, down along the office. But the first place I check once I get inside is this little office over here. In this office, there's the gym bags, and then loose loot on the counters, wires. You can get Tetrises here, graphics cards, all kinds of stuff. So just check along the counters, the desks. Like I said, that one gym bag, and there's 3 computers in this room. They're just inside the desks here, and you can always check. Make sure you check it for flash drives, and then if you want to check for computer components, you can. Then you come to this back room in the office. Back here, you can find relays, Tetrises, graphics cards, GM counts, all kinds of fun stuff, military cables. So just search the counters. You'll find good stuff back here. And then all through Idea here, you can find trophies like cat figurines, lions, horses. But the only spot I check is right here. This is a pretty common bronze lion spawn. They can spawn on the floor, on the shelves, anywhere throughout there. But then I just sprint straight through the middle here. You know, you can spend time running through here, looking on all the shelves for other bronze lions and cats. But I just come straight through. You can see there's a gym bag, there's a green box, so like potential weapon spawns. And then just kind of, you can check the shelves as you're going by, but I don't spend a lot of time in here because I don't think there's a lot of value to this area. You can rarely get a good item, but I just don't waste time. Coming around, there's another gym bag on these couches, and then a toolbox right over there. Come out, if you're on the cowboy hat task, you need to loot cowboy hats. There's a little dressing room right there. You can go in there, and there's mannequins that pretty often spawn cowboy hats, and these mannequins here. Another spot I like to check that most people don't even look at is Carl. I named him Carl. If you ever seen the Carl memes, where you can look it up on Google, Carl military memes, they're pretty funny. There's a phone store at the top that has G phones, but they're just not valuable enough for me to waste my time going all the way up the escalator. So the next stop, you come running down here. This is Intercom. This is what we call Furby, because the logo looks like a Furby doll from back in the 90s. There's a couple jackets here. Check those for keys. They come to this little slot here. Jump in. And loop around. You'll see there's not a lot of stuff right here. But back in this area, there's another gym bag. Loose loot spawns on the shelves. Come through. Toolbox. And then up here on the shelves where you get a lot of good electronics. So you get your G-phone, CPU. There's another spot where you can find Tetrises or graphics cards. Another gym bag. Don't really see a lot back on this shelf or behind the register. This is where it gets really dangerous. This run is not for surviving all the time. Sometimes you'll do this run and you just won't get out. You're gonna get killed. This is a very high risk, high reward run. You can expect if you're running on as a pistoling or a hatchling, you'll definitely get some stuff in your gamma container, but I would not expect to survive this every time, especially not on scavs. There's gonna be people in here trying to kill you. That's to our next room, Voyage. Come in here, jackets for keys, and then back here is this big old gun box. Come on out. Then over here to Germany. And here's another graphics card spawn area, other electronics, loose loot. Just check around on the shelves. GM count, spark plug. So this wasn't really that good this run. After you leave Germany, head straight over to Mantis. There's weapon case, or not weapon, I'm sorry, medical case. You jump over. Loose loot on the shelves. Going around, meds, jackets for keys. Sprint straight down the back wall. Med bag. Loose loot along here. What's valuable about this room is right over here, these shelves. On these shelves, you can get rare items, gold chains, bitcoins, but most of the time I see gold chains up there. But you got another gym bag, another jacket. So the sketchiest part of this whole run is after you're leaving here, coming straight across the middle of the mall. I tend to stick into brutal here, like I cross right across the front of the registers. You come into brutal. You can loot nails, other hideout items, but yeah. This is you know, right across from Kiba. Everybody wants to go to Kiba. Killa can spawn here. This is a very dangerous area, and it's a very high risk, high reward run to push straight through here. A lot of people go into Attic or Generic. You can go in there. Attic's got some jackets and gym bags. Generic's got some weapon spawns. But I'm only going for pure loot. I'm looking for graphics cards. I'm looking for Tetrises, lenses, anything that's just valuable that I can get in, throw it in my rig, and get out. And you don't have to do the whole run. If you get to this point and you're already looted, if you're full at this point, you can just go straight out underneath the hole and go straight to extract. But the next spot we go, after you get past Attic and Generic, is over to Rasmussen. Rasmussen's another one of the electronic stores. You go into Rasmussen and look around on all the shelves. Look behind the counter here. Military cable. These wall plugs. A lot of people sleep on those wall plugs. 8 of them trade in for an M1A, and you can find them all day in registers and in these electronic stores. 4 lenses for an SA-58, another weapon box, light bulbs. What is that? CPU fan. But yeah, just check all the countertops, get what you can, and get out. All right, from here, I come down, and you can go from here. You can go multiple different directions. It kind of all makes a loop. This is a circle point. So basically, what you're gonna do is check the tech store here, and then the furniture store. So if you go in, you know, check all the shelves, check all the countertops, get everything you can. I'm not picking up everything because this is an offline raid. It's easier to record it offline because you don't have to worry about other players. You don't have to worry about scavs. So really none of this loot that I'm grabbing counts for anything, but in your raids it will. But here, I'll show you on the map real quick what I'm talking about as loot. So if you look, once you get down to this area, this is where you go past hole, through Rasmussen, you come down. You can either go up the steps to Techlight, or you can go down this hall and go up. But what we're gonna do for the sake of this video is we're gonna go through Texo and go up the steps. Alright. This is another very high valuable room. You'll get a lot of contact in here. Everyone tries to loot Techlight because it's got such good loot. This room has graphics cards. It's got a high quantity of loot and high valuable loot items. So just like all the other electronic stores, you'll get your graphics cards, your Tetrises, hard drives, lenses, and then a trick that a lot of people don't realize is if you walk up to these shelves and you get like an indicator that there's something on top, you just keep walking back and forth and you can look all the way on top. So you can see, like my indicator there tells me so there's something. Oh, it's on the other side. But yeah, if you just walk in, so say there was a phone up there, a G phone, that you couldn't see. Oh, look at that. Called it. So now you let go, the G phone's right there. Just grab and go. I think you can loot this register. I don't waste the time. But yeah, out of Techlight, over here to this little med spawn. I've heard that you can loot athletics here. I've never looted one personally, but I always check it just because that's what I've heard. You come out, right over here. Yay, meds, we can heal ourselves. Alright, from here, remember, we came up these stairs, looted through Techlight, came out, went through the medical area. Now we're going to run straight down the hall, all the way to the end. The guys I play with call the stairwell that's back here Sneaky, but above Sneaky, there's weapon boxes. There's one here, one over here. There's a third one, I think. Is it up top? I can't remember exactly where it's at. Alright, but yeah, there's a couple weapon boxes there. You come all the way down. The sneaky staircase. I call this sneaky because of where it comes out back here by the offices. Under sneaky is another gun box. But then you come out and you go straight into this office. This office has a unique gym bag. The gym bag in this office a lot of times spawns better items than normal gym bags. Of course, every time I say that in a video, it never spawns anything good, right? So, you got your jackets, there's computers back here. Always check for your flash drives if you're not going in and getting individual components. You're going to pass so many computers in this run that you'll just be able to farm all the flash drives you need for your hideout just by doing this run. But then there's another weapon box right over here. Check all your computers, check everything in the rooms, and then don't go out the open door, come to the closed door, so you can hit this back hallway counter. You come out and you turn to your left. This countertop here a lot of times will spawn some decent stuff on it. Food, ammo, different little attachments. And there's another gym bag right here. And so this is where the loop that I was talking about a few minutes ago ties back in. You'll come to the end of this hallway and turn. And now you're coming back out at the furniture store, right across from Texo. Again, if you get to this point and you're full on loot, leave. You don't have to keep going. You can go down these steps and straight to extract. But this is another area to loot. This is the furniture store. There's an ammo case back here. You can get some 995, some Golnick. Most of the time you're just gonna get trash. But then you follow this right wall and you look on these shelves. And then there's another weapon case right here. But right here you'll get a lot of 1G phones, beard oils, bleach, wipers, clean wipers. Follow this all the way down. Always check this spot. Beard oil a lot of times will spawn on that shelf. And then double back this way, and there's another gym bag on this couch. Did I pass it? Nah, there's the gym bag. Alright, from here, again, if you're full on loot, if your inventory is completely full, if you got a crazy Ushanka on like I do right now, you can go to those stairs and extract. You can go to these stairs and extract. You do not have to keep looting. But this here is Ollie. More loot and Ollie. This is really good for your hideout items, your hoses, your gas tanks. If you need any fuel for your generator, this is where you get everything you need for your hideout, basically. Always check up here on these concrete bags, the sandbags or whatever you want to call them, for loose loot. But anyways, whenever I come in this way, I start off by going towards these offices in the back. If you want, you can stop at these computers. Oh, that was a weird jump. Check for your flash drives. You can open them up, get computer components, or then come over to these offices. Back here in the offices, you can get a bunch of different, computer component loots. There's computers back here. More computers in this room. But once you get over here, if you're looking for some extra cash, here just to show you guys where we're at again. So there's the front of the store where the stairs are. All along this wall there's lockers. Those can spawn gold chains in them. And there's other computer components along these front storefronts right here. But if you come back in this other office, first door on the left, you follow this table. A lot of times you'll get a beard oil spawn. And then you go in the back room, same thing on this counter, beard oil spawns. There's a gym bag, a large weapon case, and 3 computers in this room. So, more loot everywhere. Come back out. Don't go where you came from. Go where you're going. Turn left, come all the way down to the end of the hall. Back here is another gym bag. Gym bags will have paracords. They can have all kinds of items in those gym bags. They're always worth looking into if you have time. You don't have to come back here. I come back here sometimes just to see what's on the shelves. I found these metal scissors a lot back here. The metal scissors, a lot of people don't realize, are good for your hideout. They run between 40 and 50k a piece, so I normally, snatch those up here. I'll grab them even though it's offline. Then you come back out and go through these double doors here. Now you're in the corner of Ollie. So we're back in the Ollie store. Up there's the front where we came in. We went through all the offices and came out on this end. What I normally do is I tend to double back a little bit towards the front and go to this little computer kiosk circle. Air filters, or water filters all day. I come back to these computers, check for flash drives, get your computer parts, get your graphic, they can spawn graphics cards, but a lot of times you'll get your CPU fans, your RAM, all the other computer components. But then I start looting the shelves. Back here you'll get a lot of, as you're seeing, you'll get a lot of water filters. You can loot cans of fuel, motors, pretty much anything you can think of for your hideout. All the hideout items you need, they spawn back here. So just pan across the shelf. Make sure to kind of look back and forth. Toolbox, always check your toolboxes. If you ever needed to get your fuel conditioners, a lot of times they'll spawn in the toolboxes. Then check these shelves. Plex, always good to pick up. 1 square, worth some money. If you need car batteries, these little metal racks a lot of times will have car batteries, and this whole back wall can spawn car batteries on just sitting on top of things. So it's always worth checking into. So keep checking for your loose loot. Another motor, and then another hose. Up inside of Ollie, like towards the front, and if you go through the middle, there's a couple gun boxes, but I've never really seen a lot of loose loot in there. And I don't, 1 gun box isn't a lot to pull me in. So I try to stick on the back and loot all these shelves, because it's just, there's so much more loot, the higher volume, that I just prioritize that instead. You can see all the motors we're going by. A lot of times there's fuel back here. Each spot you see a motor, it can either be fuel, propane, a car battery, or a motor. So we're getting close to the end of the run. We're coming out the back of Ollie, going towards the loading docks. You'll see over here on the left, there's a toolbox to loot. I go to the right here, go all the way to the back corner. And one thing that a lot of people skip is this other toolbox right back here. One right there. And then a lot of times you'll find loose loot on the lower shelves here. So I always loop all the way around. As soon as I say you'll find stuff, it never shows up on my videos. So when you come out back here, you always got to watch for campers. There's a way to get up on this roof, and they like to just sit up there and pick people off. They don't want to do the work of walking through a map, so they'll get up on this roof and just shoot you as you come out. Also, if you're on your PMC, a lot of times scavs spawn back here. I have scavs turned off just for the ease of this video. After that, you come over here, there's another weapon box. from here, your extract is all the way back in the corner. There's loose loot along the way to the extract. There's a couple in the ground caches. There's a weapon box, but that's not exactly what this video is about. By now, you should have some really good loot. You can see what I brought out of this raid, and I didn't loot any of the computers. I didn't open any of the gun boxes. This is just stuff that was on the shelves. And this is not a good example of what drops in there because I didn't get any Tetrises or graphics cards. Normally the loot that drops is a lot better than this. But yeah, that's pretty much the run of the map that I was using. I have a link to Imager. So you guys know I got this map from the wiki site. I didn't make it. Any questions you guys have though, feel free to leave in the comments. Hit me up in Discord, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you guys want to reach out to me. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap on it. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, hit me up on Twitch. I stream Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Bye.